everyone, this is 9X with 9X Gaming. I'm going to do a quick update on the sub-city. Now that I have one open, I can actually show you a bit better on what it all entails. So one of the first things that I noticed when I got the sub-city completed was my decrees were at 33, and you'll see now they're at 57. So you're going to gain more decrees, which means that you can farm more, you can send out your gatherers more, and get more resources, okay? Another thing, as you enter the city, what you're going to notice is it doesn't have anything over here for any of those upgrades, but you still have your tech tree, full tech tree, just like you did before. You have the admin, military building. All those work identical to your main city, okay? So you're going to upgrade those the same way that you upgraded the other one, okay? The other thing is that as you increase your draft on the tech tree, you're going to be able to draft a base of heroes out of this base that you can use, okay? So that's another thing to keep in mind as you're doing that, okay? Pretty simple on this. That's about it. You want to, when you go to build your sub-city, you're going to want to think about where you're putting it. You're going to want to put it in a good tactical position as well as an area that's not over-farmed. So if I throw this in an area where there's a whole bunch of people already there, and I go to grab tiles with it, I'm not going to really be able to do that because everyone's going to already have the tiles taken. So I picked this area because it's got some decent tiles around it that I can grab and boost my resource production. So keep that in mind when you're looking at a location for it. Don't just slap it down right next to someone else. You can also use these. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could also use it as a blockade if you were trying to build a blockade that would take longer for people to get through. But once it's captured, you're going to run into all kinds of other problems. So I would highly recommend not doing that. I would recommend using this as a transport spot where you could move your heroes around. So if I was attacking, say, up north with my main city and I had this down south, whether it was in a region or in the entire map, what I could do is I could actually pull the troops off my heroes, okay, transfer the heroes over to this other city, fill them back up with troops, and I could move my heroes back and forth very quickly between the two cities without having to do that really long march. So again, it's something to keep in mind. Positioning is always key in all of these games. You want to make sure that you're in a good position, that you're not going to get overrun, and use your tents and things like that to move yourself around the map. Yeah, and that's about it. Again, you know, when you get into your tech tree, make sure you're doing that the right way. Don't just throw anything on there. Start working on your best things that you're gonna have to get your drafting up so you can get enough troops in there. Gonna have to get your coordinated strike up there so you have 5 sets of armies. You're gonna have to get your logistics up there so you have 5 squads. So all those things are key. You're gonna want to get down here to the military theory, start increasing that. All right. So those are kind of the things you want to work on first. Get that city hall upgraded to 7 as quick as possible so you can get that military theory going. But anyways, there you go. There's your sub-city. Gives you a good idea of what you need to look at. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message either in-game or on Discord or even on YouTube if you need to. All right, thanks again, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope this helped you out.